What you're about to hear will inspire, entertain, and keep you cheering for more. Youth baseball and softball players, coaches, and fans from around the globe join Coach Aaron and the field team on their journey to make the game even more fun and even more exciting than ever. From mound visits to dugout stories and game-changing plays, we bring you tips and stories from players, coaches, trainers, and more. Now. Make sure you've got your eye black ready, and let's slide into the action. On the count of 3, let's hear a big, loud play ball. 1, 2, 3.
Play ball.
I thought that was pretty darn good there, Lila. All right, welcome back to the Slide Podcast. I'm Coach Aaron, and tonight I am joined with Lila Brickwall Bratch. How are you doing, ma'am? Actually, it's Bratcher. I forgot the chur part. You got to always call me on that. I'm just so used to doing the Bratch. So I'm sorry. I didn't even listen to how you were doing. I was too busy talking. Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty rough, but I love them.
You sound you sound like you've learned some stuff this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you learned?
Honestly, from the kids, just having fun. They don't even know what's going on half the time, but I know they're having fun the entire game. They're running around in circles, chasing birds in the outfield. I mean, honestly, I would want to live that life. That sounds awesome.
I know, right? We sorry, I'm not going to get on a rant, but I could. Kids are always so eager to be adults. Like, even you looking back at these kids, like they're just having the time of their life right now. But, well, that's cool. Has it helped you? And I know I've asked you this on previous episodes, but it's kind of a journey and a progression here. But has it helped you become a better baseball player?
Yeah, I think it helps me not get in my head as much because when I'm up at the plate, I kind of just start thinking a lot, and then I just remember T-ball kids don't think at all. Like they have nothing going through their heads right now.
I mean,
they're just
listen,
swinging as hard as they can.
I don't know how fields are out there with you, but fields here, because of our city or in our county, are so lazy, they dump tons of sand on the field. So if it does rain, and we probably get a little bit more rain than you guys do, but if it rains, it just soaks it up and it sits there. So when it is dry and you've got an infield of kids out there, guess what they're doing? Building sand castles. And I mean, like, some kids have like multiple, like, castles beside each other, and it's like, no building sand castles on my field. Let me tell you though, all right. So I did go and I watched a couple rec ball games last night. Oh, don't clap me yet now.
I'm not gonna. I want to hear this.
And I was just so shocked at what I saw. And I left there thinking, there is no wonder kids go to travel ball at 8U, because there's I won't say zero coaching, because I did see one game that actually had some really good coaching on both sides going on. But as I was watching the 10U game, dude, head coach is in the dugout. He's eating while his pitcher is struggling on the mound, and not paying attention to the game. Then you've got, head coach for the other team coaching third, and like he is telling everyone, wait on it, explode. Now, if I was to quiz every single kid on that team, including one of them that's his son, I guarantee you they couldn't explain to me what wait, explode means. Yeah. And so, like, if coaches are out there listening, like, you got to speak things that kids understand. I know we hear these things on sports radio and TV, ESPN, But kids, it doesn't process the same way it does for us. And
Mm-mm.
so, like, and then, like, teach your kids how to stand in the box. In a 10U game, kids should understand how to set their feet in a box, whether it's too wide or not. But I'm looking at kids and toes are pointed out. I mean, it's just, oh my God, I went crazy. And then this dad kept yelling to every person, good eye, good eye. And this was coach's pitch, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to keep the
Yeah.
the energy up here, but we're yelling good eye to balls that they're taking that's perfectly down the middle. And I've learned this from Coach Ballgame, and I'll always say it is they're never too young to be told when a ball was a strike. And you got to start that education early. But as I listened to this, it was just like, man, if I'm a kid, I don't even know what is right. So anyway, all right, I'm done. No yap clap. Any follow-up questions or anything, Lila?
No.
Now, do you see any craziness at your T-ball games?
Oh, yeah. Ozzy yesterday was literally running around in the outfield chasing a bird, like, not even an exaggeration. I was like, I just had to turn around and I had to, whisper, yell, Ozzy, get over here now.
Oh, yeah. I know how that works.
Yeah.
I mean, well, listen to this. So my son plays NFL flag football. He's in 10U. We had a game going on right beside us that was 10U where almost the whole coaching staff on both teams got into a fight.
Yeesh. 10U.
And like parents were all, and honestly, let me tell you, this is how much I was in the zone as a coach. I didn't know any of it was going on. And it was literally back to back with our field. I had no clue. I was in the zone of trying to figure out how to get around these referees that, I can't even talk about it on this episode because you're bound to shut me up. All right.
On fire.
That's like 6 minutes of me talking, Lila.
Yeah.
You should have broke the monotony with just your voice or something. I mean, Anyway, you know what? Just to skip it because Lila's no good tonight. Let's get to our guests. So joining us tonight from Chandler, Arizona, is Miss Mariah Bracamonte.
Hello.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Did I really?
First
Lie.
try. That's surprising.
First try.
Dude, Lila, you got to give me some props. Like that's good stuff. I'm sorry. I get happy about the smallest little things, Mariah. It's okay. So, Mariah, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, look, I've been I've been watching a lot of your content and just your personality. You're driven person. I can tell. Like you just seem like a overall well-rounded individual, and I think we are honored to have you on our show tonight. So, thank you.
Thank you.
See, that was even like a 2-minute intro right there or something like that. I'm on a roll tonight. Mariah, all right, so here's how we start every episode is our guests get to tell us a little bit about themselves. So, tell us how old you are, what team you play for. We know you're from Chandler, Arizona. And tell us, because this is a overall arching theme of this interview is why baseball.
Okay.
Okay. And
All right.
but you got to end it with your favorite cereal.
I got that.
Okay. All right. We don't ask too hard of questions here. So.
Hi, my name is Mariah Bracamonte. I'm a middle infielder. I play for Arizona Sting, Arizona Dragons, and the Arizona Peaches. I'm a middle infielder, pitcher. My favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter, and the reason why I chose baseball over softball is because when I was little I used to skateboard, and then I moved to Arizona and the culture was different from there. So my parents tried to find different sports or different things that I might wanted to try.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found a team, an all-girls league called the Arizona Peaches Baseball Academy. It was an all-girls league, so there were 4 teams, just like how the Peaches were like a thing.
Oh, a league of their own.
Yeah, a league of their own,
Yeah.
like that. And so it was all girls, and we had female coaches, and so I played that for many years and a whole bunch of seasons. And then at my, I think, 3rd or 4th season, I started playing with the boys. My mom, she actually does embroidery, and she did it for this team called the Arizona Dragons. And
Mhm.
at first, I wasn't really sure about wanting to play with them. I was really nervous because it'd be my first time, so I was really nervous.
Yeah.
And then I went out to one of their practices, and I just fell in love with it. Like, all the boys were super cool with me, and now they're like my best friends.
That is awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's amazing. I mean, because sometimes you don't hear that same thing, so that's pretty awesome. Now drop your favorite cereal on us here.
Okay. And then every day before like a tournament or game, I have to have my go-to cereal for breakfast, and it's going to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Captain Crunch. Those are my 2 favorite cereals by far. Like, I love those.
Listen, we just recorded 2 nights ago, and it was another Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, cereal is a big thing on this show. For some strange reason, it has built some type of rivalry against the whole team against me. So,
Yep.
all right. So you hit on quite a few things there, and I'm gonna let Lila start off because I have already spoke way too much. And Lila, what do you think about this girl?
I think she's awesome. And now I know that you play with the boys and the girls. What do you like about each of them? And if you could only pick one, would you play with the boys or the girls?
Okay, that's a great question. So, I like playing with the girls a lot because it's like a whole different culture. Um, you can be like more free, and they like understand you more. It's so much more fun playing with them because you get to because you're playing with other girls who are like experiencing the same things as you, and trying to do the same things as you, playing a male dominant sport. And then I also really love playing with the boys because it's competitive too. They also are really funny and mess around, but I like playing with them because they accept me, like, not just because I'm a girl, but because they like me, and then I'm also a baller. So, but if I had to choose one, I'd play with the girls because it's you get to be with the people who want to do what you want to do.
No,
Well, I
that's the
think
same
that
answer
was
I'd have.
Lila. You do play. You play for both as well.
hmm
Now tell her who you play with, Lila.
So I play with the ball girls. We're based out of LA, but we're kind of like all around. So our coach is from LA. Most of us are from California area, but then we have one from Texas, Florida. We have one from Canada. So we're kind of all over, but we just come together for these tournaments, and it's a lot of fun. I do play against the Peaches sometimes as well, just the older age groups.
14 of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a few girls on the ball girls. Yeah.
Who you
And
know?
Sophia Valencia.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just played with her.
Yeah. I just went with her to Trailblazers. Yeah, that
How
was
was that? How was Trailblazers?
it was really fun. Yeah. Because it was like you get selected for this baseball camp that focuses on not just like girls playing baseball, but it focuses on like experience, the mentality, and like the different things that girls, or the different like things that will take you to the long run. And I also love that it focuses on Jackie Robinson, which was the first black baseball player in the MLB to play. And it's kind of like us, like we're breaking barriers like he did.
That's right.
Now, I need you to give Sophia Valencia a hard time because she nominated me for the Ice Bucket Challenge. And so did Aaron.
All
Coach
right.
Aaron did. This guy
Now, does
right
that mean
here.
you have to do it twice, though?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Now, I've heard various opinions. I've seen people get nominated twice and they do it twice. And I'm like, hold on now.
all the names. No. I put all the names in the video. So I'm not doing it again. I almost died. It was horrible.
Well, there's been some people, and I'm so sorry, I'm off on a tangent here and it's going to be short, but there's some people like just posting, tagging us in it, but they're not nominating us, which is, I didn't know if you understood what that meant.
I don't know. Does it say,
Yeah.
like, because usually they have a list of, like, who they got nominated by and then who are they nominating. I don't know, though, if they're just tagging you. I think they're nominating you, and I think you should do it again.
I also got nominated.
Do what now?
I also got nominated.
Have you done it yet?
I already did it. I did it like a week ago, but my friend from the Dragons actually nominated me again, but I'm like, I'm not doing it again.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
It was
I'm not
like-
doing it again.
Yeah, I've already punched my ticket. Like,
Yeah.
now, honestly, I might. If now Tripp nominated me again, but he wanted me to do my wife, like pour it on her
Yeah.
because she messed me up. Mariah, my
I
wife,
did see that.
she was, well, I didn't even post the unedited version, which was clear and obvious that she totally ambushed me. But like, she was supposed to be standing
and then
behind
you
me.
said a bad word. That's why you did.
Well, she was standing behind it with it, and I was in the middle of a thought and talking, and she just dumped it on me, and I emptied the whole ice bucket out of our fridge into it, and I filled it up with cold. I did it like I was supposed to, but next time I'm gonna put hot water in that thing. So
I've been seeing some people who are not even putting ice in there.
I know.
That's so embarrassing. It's called the Ice Bucket Challenge, not the Cold Water Challenge.
I put ice in mine.
I did too. My sister
All
put
right.
like 7 Stanleys full in there. I was freezing.
And you know what else I did wrong? Pay attention to this. Is at the very beginning of the video, I say I'm doing it for ALS challenge. I'm still thinking it's for ALS, when in reality, after I watched probably 5 more of those, it's clear and obvious that it was, the USC speech challenge. So either way, all right, let's get back to Mariah. We were on that ice bucket for a minute. So now when you started playing baseball, did you know that like more girls played softball at the time, or like what did you choose between baseball and softball originally?
Well, I knew that a lot of girls played softball. I didn't really know girls played baseball. I didn't even know there was like a league for girls playing baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought everybody played softball. And then when we looked into it more, there was actually a league for us girls. But I chose baseball over softball because I felt like it was funner for me. And it was really cool to just like be one of the few people out there that are like going to do big things one day. Hopefully. I did play softball for one season though. It was fun, but I still definitely choose baseball over softball.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I've been learning because we added softball to the show last year, but I used to think, oh, they're just the same. Oh no, it's not. I learned that lesson the hard way, Mariah, but it's okay. It's all right. Now listen, you play for some cool team names here. Like, this is kind of crazy stuff I pay attention to. You play for the Dragons, the Sting, and then the Peaches.
Yeah.
Like the Dragons, that sounds like we don't have cool names like that over here. We just have your normal traditional, but the Dragons sound like, what's your dragon colors?
Okay, well, so the first 2 seasons, the Dragons did red and gold were our colors. But then the 3rd season, we started to get a little bit more to the flashy side. So we had the Padres City Connect jersey for one. And then this season, we have an all black jersey with pink and blue. But for the past 3 seasons, we've had, like, this will be our jersey that we keep for every season. It's last season 2 seasons ago it was blue, but this season it's pink. It's like a pink jersey and at the bottom it's like ice cream waffle cone, and then it has sprinkles, so it's an ice cream jersey.
That's cool. That's some that's some drip.
That's
you
my
got the ice
favorite
cream
jersey.
shirt on there.
Oh yeah, I got my drip on
You
too.
got the plate crate.
Plate
yeah.
crate. Gotta give a shout out, Plate Crate. But that's literally a drippy jersey and uniform combination there. That's good. I'm learning all these words, Mariah. Sometimes I use them correctly and
He's
sometimes I
trying
have
his
no
best.
idea. Sometimes I have no idea. So, all right, now when you were young, even in elementary school, in kindergarten, like you were already into sports. Like what got you into sports at such a young age?
I think what got me into sports was just like watching sports,
Mm-hmm.
and then like my parents were really good athletes, so also like looking up to them and watching them was really cool. But I think just like the fact, like the feeling that you're playing with friends and just getting messy and just playing your heart out is like what's really like got me into it and is really fun. Also PE. I love PE.
Oh yeah.
Like PE definitely gets you into that stuff.
That's
Aaron,
right.
I got another weird unit of PE, but it's actually fun.
What?
It's pool noodle hockey. So it's hockey except for you're just playing with pool noodles, so you're not whacking each other in the head with the
That's so
stick.
cool.
It's
Oh my
actually
God.
fun.
We gotta play that.
You just fold it, so you fold the thing in half, and you just get to whack the ball as hard as you can at people.
Now, how long
I don't
is
even
this
try to
section?
score. This, I don't even know. We've been doing it for like 2 weeks now, but we have like a weird PE schedule where we only do the actual activity for Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we have to run. Thursday it's a free choice day, so you can just do whatever you want, and then Friday it's like a fitness day. You have to do like actual workouts.
I got it for you. On your free choice day, do you do pool noodle hockey?
I can't do pool noodle hockey on my free choice. They won't let me. I have to
Why?
do like soccer. I don't know. They said
It's
like
a
I don't
free
have it set up
choice.
anymore. I asked one time. I was like, "Can I play noodle hockey when I'm doing free choice? It's free choice. That's what you said." And they were like,
Yeah.
"No."
That's because you live in California.
I know.
See, they tell you it's a free country, but in California, they restrict you to do everything. And somebody's going to get mad at me right now, but it's okay. Well, so her last section, Mariah, was line dancing.
Line dancing. I
What
did
is
line
that?
dancing. It's
What is that?
dancing in a line. They
Oh.
tell you that it's like a country songs, and they're like, okay, first you're gonna tap your foot this way and then that way and do all these crazy spin moves. You got to do all this, and you're just basically dancing in a line. It's
That's
so
crazy.
boring.
That
Well, you're dancing, though. You got to like get into the
I
music.
don't like dancing.
But that's
For
because you probably feel like you look weird doing it, but you just got to get comfortable.
No, I got the moves. I just don't like dancing.
That's
I don't
messed
like
up.
dancing.
I don't either. It's okay though. You know, there's a lot of people that like dancing, and we'll leave dance floors to those people. So, all right. So yeah, in preschool, your teacher called you her little sports girl. So what was the first sport that you were really like attached to at a young age?
So when we lived in Arizona, I played t-ball on my dad's rec team, little league or whatever. Played t-ball. It was just t-ball, so like you don't really have like a feel for anything. And then
Oh yeah.
we moved to Florida, and that's where I got into skateboarding because that was like kind of the culture there. But then when we moved back here, skateboarding was way different because in Florida they had like big time competitions and stuff, but here there was not really anything like that.
That's
so
weird.
Then, yeah, I think it's because it's like a beach state, and so there's like kind of like California, like Venice Beach.
Mm-hmm.
But then we moved back here, and we looked into sports. We found Peaches. That's where I started playing baseball, and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And then for the Dragons, I played flag football with them once, which was fun. But then I moved back to baseball because it wasn't really my thing at the time.
Lila,
So
you
yeah.
play flag, right?
I played flag when I was like 7.
What? I thought you played like last year or something. Your mom was like
Nope.
sending me videos of flag football, I thought.
Mm-mm.
Maybe it
Maybe
wasn't
you're
your.
thinking of Gigi. It's probably
No, actually, I think it
No?
was CK. CK's mom, I believe.
probably. Yeah.
I think it
I think
was.
she did play.
I get all
'Cause
you ball girls
Gigi
confused.
did too. I don't even. What? I hang out with you like every week.
I know it. I'm just messing with you.
Goodness.
I'm just messing with you. All right, talk so I can be quiet.
Okay. So I heard that you collect sports memorabilia.
Yeah.
What
Are
do
you
you think
taking
your
my
favorite
question?
pieces that you have? I am taking your question. What do you
Yes.
think your favorite piece is?
Okay, so I actually have two things right here. Let me show you. So it's in 2023. Santa Cruz is like a skate company. They came out with like Pokemon boards. They're limited edition. They're really rare. So this is a Mew board and Mewtwo. I got this one for my birthday. They actually dropped on my birthday.
Oh wow.
This one in for Christmas. And then
Nice.
my coach played in the MLB for the Blue Jays, and he played against Derek Jeter. He's my favorite player. So for my birthday, when I turned 12, he gave me a Derek Jeter signed ball.
What?
It's right
That
here.
is sick.
Oh wow.
This is I think my favorite thing in here.
Oh yeah. Now
I love this.
Is there any
Now,
pieces
who's
you're
your
still out
coach?
there looking for? Oh.
Scott Richmond.
Lila may know that name better than I do, but Derek Jeter was kind of close to my time. But
Yeah.
that's cool stuff. I love collecting memorabilia too. So
You pretend
I
like
have.
you didn't hear me.
No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I just said, "Yep, your time, old."
Yeah.
See,
Very old.
I ain't even really that old. I mean, not really, but
I mean,
now,
you're not young.
Whatever. Might start beeping her out here in just a minute. So with collecting sports memorabilia and such, do you do a lot of autographs and stuff?
Yeah, I like to go to games or even practices of people. But it's kind of hard to because of like you're so busy.
Mm-hmm.
I just went to the Diamondbacks practice a month ago with a few friends, and I got a lot of autographs there.
That's cool.
But you know Cattell Marte?
Oh yeah.
So the funny thing, I had a pen in my hand to get him to sign a card, and a guy right next to me wanted him to sign his glove. He didn't have the right pen, so Cattell went, who has a pen? And then he took my pen, signed his glove, and then he said to me, whose pen is this? And he said, give me your card. And so he just signed my card like that.
Wow.
So that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I just ran into Travis Hunter. I didn't just run into him. You know who Travis Hunter is?
Yeah, I know who Travis Hunter is.
All right. So I was at the Bananas game 2 weeks ago, and Travis Hunter was there, and he threw out the first banana. And but in the middle of the game, my son and I, we went and found him, and we was wanting to get our balls autographed, and we was wanting that or get our picture made, and he wouldn't do either one of them for us.
No.
It broke my son's heart. Like, he's 10, and like before we could get away from him, he was already like tearing up, and I mean that's a big deal. Like we love Colorado in this house.
Yeah.
When I went to, you go ahead first.
All right. I went to the ASU versus Colorado game in 2023, and I got Shador Sanders. I got a picture with him because we were like waiting in like the back area, and then he just came out, and I got a picture with him.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I want to meet his
have a
dad.
funny
Like, his
story.
dad is my person. Yeah. Go ahead, Lila.
So I have a funny story about when I went to the Dodgers. Like we went to the camp with the ball girls. That was at the Dodgers
Oh,
field,
yeah.
and they had JT there. And when I went up to JT, I was trying to give him one of my autographed cards, and he just started signing it. And I was like, "Bro, that one was for you." I told Justin Turner. He was like, "Oh, my bad." I gave him another card. I have it. Let me get it real quick. Right here. You can see it. It's my card. Already
that's
signed.
cool.
And he stole it and signed it for himself.
Wow.
Can't believe him. Who doesn't
That's
want
pretty
my
cool,
autograph?
though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a one of one.
I also got some Paul DeYoung there. It was the science ones. Because they had like a science, it was like a baseball science competition thingy. You just had to post a video of you asking a science question. Because he teamed, I don't even know what it was, but whoever like had a good question, he would send them those custom cards signed. So I got some of those.
He
That's
felt
on my
sorry for
Cardinals.
you, didn't he? He was like,
No.
what's wrong with this girl? Let me send her some
No.
cards. Listen, you call me old, I'm just gonna have to take shots any way I can. It's okay.
He did call me Layla though. I'll never get over that. So
Yeah,
sad.
your name's spelt kind of weird though.
Not really.
Well, none of the automated tools that I use ever spell it right.
Well, that's their fault.
All right,
You know,
Mariah.
once I get famous, it's gonna be the normal spelling.
Well, you know
That's
what?
all I'm gonna say.
I am ready for that time to come. Like, what are you waiting on?
What you mean what I'm waiting on? I'm working on it.
All
What
right,
you
well,
waiting on?
You
got
gotta
no
keep.
excuses.
I mean, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just trying to help a few people. But all right. So sporting events, you love sporting events. I mean, you love like all the sports. It looks like you're a big Yankee fan. Like,
Yeah.
how did you become a Yankee? How did you become a Derek Jeter Yankee fan?
Well, so when I was little, I wasn't really like that into collecting or like teams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then like when I started to get older and play like more baseball and sports, there were like times where you had to like submit your favorite player and stuff. And I didn't really know that many players at the time because I was little. But my dad always like loved Derek Jeter and stuff, so I was like kind of the only player that I knew. So I just like said him all the time, and then I grew up to like love the Yankees and Derek Jeter. So that's how like the Yankees and Jeter became my favorite.
That makes perfect sense. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how it works. I mean, unfortunately, your dad was a Yankee fan, but I mean, I'm just kidding. I don't have
You're
any.
a Dolphins fan.
But now that's football. Now, come on. Now, if she said she's a Jets fan, we're gonna have a problem. But
I'm not a Jets.
Who you pull for in football?
I like the Cardinals, and I like the Dolphins because of Tyreek Hill.
No.
He might be getting traded, so you never know. But I get it. Well, the Cardinals, you guys still got Kyler Murray, right?
Yeah, and then Buda Baker, I think we still have.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
I wish the Dolphins would get him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he punishes people with hits. So, all right, Lila, check this out. So she goes to a school. She's got a modified schedule, and she gets to go practice. She goes to a baseball academy, and she gets to practice baseball, like while you're still in school.
Really?
Now, how does that work, Mariah? What kind of school is all of this?
So it's called EPA, Elite Performance Academy. It starts at 7:30 every day. And it's basically a school where you get out at 12:30, so they don't do like any recesses, but they'll still do like PE and stuff like that, just no recess. Unless unless your teachers want to take you out. But you get out at 12:30 and then you eat lunch for 10 minutes. And then there's buses, there's like 5 or 6 buses just waiting there. So I go on a bus. It takes me to a baseball place. It's called AZ643. So it's this guy has a whole like baseball field in his backyard. So the bus drives us there. We get there at like 12:40 or 12:55, 1 o'clock, and then we go there till about 2:30, 2:40. We just train there, hit there, and then we'll field, and sometimes we'll have a workout there. So I go there 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And then every Wednesday, I go to a place called Pro Advantage. It's a speed and agility place made for like professional athletes. He trains a lot of professional athletes. He actually just trained Brandon Marsh not
Oh,
too
wow.
long ago. So
Is
I
that
go
that
there
dude
every
with the big
Wednesday.
beard?
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
Phillies.
that's what I
I went
thought.
there today. And then on Wednesdays, I just go home. It's like my rest day. It's just like a rest day for me. So that's my school. This is my first year being at it. I really like it there.
I wish they had school like that when I was, a long time ago when I was young. That sounds amazing.
It's really fun. It makes the weeks feel really short because it's a 4.5 hour day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no
8
wasted
hour
time.
day.
And no wasted time.
But
I
now
gotta
Eric
go to school
Sim.
7 a.m. to 3:30, or not 3:30, just 3.
Oh, Eric Sim. So my dad actually like saw one of his things on like Instagram or Facebook, and he like submitted a form or something like that, and then he got selected, and it was like the best athletes from different ages, I think, and he was gonna do it, but then I had a softball game, and he coached too, and I was like, "You're not going unless I'm going with you." So I didn't let him go.
Well, the reason I bring him up is because I think he's from that area, somewhere around in there, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
That's cool. Yeah.
I know he's from Arizona. I don't know exactly where though.
Yeah, I know. Well, Hollywood, Dylan Boyle, he's the one who interviewed Sophie. I think he just went over to his training facility, I believe, like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. But he said he did. I told him he needed to plug our show, but he didn't get a chance to do that. Hollywood. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Man.
Well, how did you get into skateboarding?
Well, when we lived in Gilbert, I just like saw people skating with like penny boards down the street. They were like teenagers. I just saw them skating with that, and then for Christmas I got my first skateboard, and then about like a year or two later we moved to Florida, and I like took skateboarding there with me. And we lived in Tampa, so there's this really big skate park called Skate Park at Tampa Spot. They hold this competition every year. It's called Tampa Pro. So it's like all the pro skateboarders from around the world, like they come there. And that's like the biggest skate competition, really. So I started skating there, and girls they skate free there because they want to encourage like more female empowerment and stuff. So girls skate free there. And so I did competitions there. I made a whole bunch of friends there, and then we moved back to Arizona. The culture was like really different from skateboarding and stuff. So that kind of moved away from me a bit more. I still really love it, but it moved to the side a bit more. But
Yeah. Now, do you know how to do a lot of stunts and little tricks?
yeah, I know how to do a bunch of tricks.
For real? I always
Yes.
wanted to learn. There was I watched a skateboard movie when I was younger called Thrashing. And it was kind of corny cheeseball if you watched it now. It's definitely it didn't age well. But I always wanted to skateboard, and I wanted to ramp in my backyard, and I still could never. I couldn't even learn how to really skateboard good.
It's really hard tricks can take up to a year. Like there's a trick called an ollie. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's like the main trick that you need to know to like do bigger tricks. It took me like a good year and a half just to be able to do that trick. Like after practicing it, you finally get it because it's just all about like mechanics and the way like you move your feet.
You know, I've never heard the word mechanics used for skateboarding, and I never thought about it that way. Yeah, and last year when we were playing in the banana ball tournament last year, Vincent was talking about umpire mechanics, and I'm like, you know what? Never even thought about it that way. I mean, eh, sometimes I just got to hear it, and it's like, wow.
It's weird to hear his name. It's weird to hear Vincent. I just know dancing umpire.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I call him Benny. I call him all kind of different things. Depends on the mood I am when he calls me or I call him. So, well, that's cool. So, Mariah, what's the plan? Like, are you looking to stay in baseball as long as you can, or like, what's the hope and dream?
I'm trying to stay in baseball for as long as I can. One of my big goals is to make the USA national team.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully go to the Olympics soon. But I'm just trying to take it like little steps one by one because that's like all you can do to really get there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you and Lila can play on the same team together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Lila, you want to play for that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got some beasts on there right now. I got some girls that are ballers.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like this new age of girls coming through baseball, I feel like they're just going to be you guys are just going to be even better. I mean, are you familiar with Ashlyn Jolliker?
I've heard of her, yeah.
All right, so you got to go check her out. It's one of Lila's good friends. She's also a part of the show with us. She's 14. She plays 16U boys ball, I believe it is. And obviously 14U girls ball. But she pitches righty and lefty. She hits righty and lefty, and she's like dominant on all of it.
That's
and
amazing.
She plays catcher. She plays first base. She plays outfield. She's
honestly sad to admit, but she throws harder lefty than I do righty. It's so bad. She just hit 70 on her pull downs for lefty.
Oh my god.
I'm struggling.
Like when there's a girls throwing left-handed, I'll say to myself, I bet you I can throw harder left or right-handed than they can left-handed. But it's crazy just the way that they can do that.
When we were playing the bananas tournament, she was throwing righty, and the shortstop, you can see her run up. She pulls the glove out the back of her jersey, or like at the back of her pants.
Yeah.
She gives it to Ashlyn, and she just switch arms, and she got the strikeout. And you can hear the kid walking away on the camera. He goes, "You can't do that."
So yes, she had two strikes on him. She had two strikes on him. Switches gloves, and then she threw two strikes lefty. Switches gloves and comes back, strikes him out righty.
Yeah,
it's so hard to imagine just being able to switch off. Like I just think their arms not like warmed up or whatever.
Yeah. She has to play catch with both arms before the game. If like she's planning to throw lefty and righty.
She needs one of those gloves that are kind of how is it like?
Yeah, it's kind of ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. She don't have one of those, does she?
She has custom Rawlings for her right hand. Actually, I don't know if it's the custom one anymore. She had a custom one that she went into like the Rawlings facility to make. But now she has like a pink and blue one, and then for her left hand, she's just had this little red one. So it don't matter.
Mariah, you said your first position is second or short?
Short.
No, my primary is short, and then second, and then I can pitch.
Do you do a lot of pitching?
No, not really. Well,
no.
Sometimes.
Okay. So if you had it to be in your control, you'd play shortstop all the way through, right?
Yeah. I want to be shortstop.
Very cool. Got fast feet?
Yeah, I got fast feet.
Got quick hands?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got to have a strong arm. Play deep in that hole and short.
Yeah,
So,
very strong.
yeah. Well, that's cool. So, were you thinking about going to college?
University of Oregon Athletics.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you like all their jerseys, right?
Yeah. And they're a good school too.
So why Oregon though? Like the weather's not great. Like
Okay,
it's
I
all
love the rain.
you
The
do?
weather. Yes, I love the rain.
That's because you're in Arizona and you don't see it much. I'm used to it. I don't like it.
People in Arizona, they're okay about rain, but I love rain.
Okay, all right.
She
Yeah.
Well,
did
that's
live
good.
in Florida.
Do what?
She lived in Florida. It's pretty humid there.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
humid.
Well, I don't even know how the humidity is up in Oregon. Just because
I
it's
don't know.
always usually like dreary, cold, and rainy.
Yeah, it's always cloudy too. I've been
But
there
you've got
once.
yeah. Well, you got
Yeah.
Nike's headquarters is in the area.
Yeah.
And they've given Oregon University an open checkbook for whatever they need to do, like for NIL and all kind of crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
that's a
Did
good
you
school
see
to pick.
The owner of
Mhm.
Nike gave like them unlimited money, I think, to try to
Mm-hmm.
win like a championship or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you don't even pull for Arizona State or Arizona?
I like ASU a lot, but I really want to get to Oregon.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first on the show. I don't think I've ever had anybody say Oregon. You know, I always try to pull everybody to Miami because I like Miami Hurricanes as well. So,
Yeah, I like
but
them too.
Say you like the
look at
Florida
it.
Gators, they'll fight you.
It's not even the Florida Gators. It's the Seminoles for me. It's Florida State. Like
Well,
the Gators and Hurricanes.
I always kind of wanted to go to Gators, Florida Gators, but then I kind of, because of the Nike stuff and like Oregon's really good, I kind of moved over to that side.
Yeah. Plus, you always gonna be drippy when you're wearing
Yeah.
Oregon unis. So, oh
That's why
well.
I want to go to UCLA. I want that baby blue and yellow.
Oh, UCLA,
Oh yeah.
You even got the yellow glasses and
Yeah, I got
blue
the
shirt.
combo.
Yeah.
I got the shirt, the Bratz shirt, because I'm hopping on a call with the Kicks Clothing guy right after this.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. You have to tell Paul I said hey.
I will.
All right, so we're getting down to the end here, and there was one thing that kind of stuck out to me. I obviously saw like your love for shoes, and I feel like that probably came in the skateboarding time frame. Is that when shoes really became popular or big for you?
No, not really. It's
No?
no, like when I moved back to Arizona, because getting into like collectibles and stuff, that's like that's what got me started on shoes and stuff.
Gotcha.
Like the
You don't
one
have
shoe,
a pair of those Sandlot shoes, do you? Like the Converse Sandlots?
I used to when I was little. Like I had like 3 pairs. Like
Oh
The
wow.
PF Flyers.
Yeah.
I used to have
Oh
those
yeah,
too.
the Flyers. That's it.
I
Yeah,
had the
PF
all
Flyers.
black ones when I was little, like 7.
Well, there was a guy selling custom, I think it was Converse, I believe. Maybe it was the Flyers, but he customized it and he put little bits and pieces of different things that were in the Sandlot, the movie.
He should
And
have done the Flyers if he did do that.
it probably was, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't roll heavy in the pocketbooks. So like I looked at how much they cost and they were $650 and I was like,
Yeah, I'm good.
listen, I wouldn't even wear a pair of $650 shoes. I would put them in my closet.
I
And
know.
you know, I wish one of these days I can sit back and say, you know what, I bought a pair of $600 shoes and it didn't rob my bank account. So and when that time comes, I'll buy all of us a pair of those shoes. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
got it on recording here. All right, but here's this one thing that stuck out to me. So, skater girl, baseball player, lives in Arizona, and you like George Strait.
Yeah.
Like, how did you find George Strait? You're young still.
My dad, like, that's his favorite country singer, and
Okay.
I've listened to him since like a really young age, and country music too, since I was really little. And so I just fell in love with it. And then when like hunting and camping comes around, that's when like you love it more.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was 10, I had my first hunt because that's the first year you can apply. Like that's when I really got into it.
Now, what kind of hunting do you like to do? Because we don't talk about a lot of hunting. We talk some fishing on the show every once in a while, but what kind of hunting you do?
So I hunt for deer, and then we put in. You can do elk hunt. Like a junior elk hunt. It's not horns. I don't think. It's like cow. You can do cow too.
Yep.
But I want to enter in a ram because it's like a once in a lifetime hunt. Ram, yeah.
And that's looking for a ram?
Yeah, because it's so hard to get selected or drawn for a ram. Like, it's crazy.
Wow. Now, Lila, here's a question. A question for Mariah too. Mariah, you hunt for deer. Do you eat the deer?
Yeah, so I think my first year we had elk and deer burgers. It's so good.
Amazing.
It's so good.
Lila, I'm gonna tell you. Like, if you like hamburgers, it's so tender, and it's the bomb.
You have to try it.
And elk is great too.
Elk is a little bit better, I feel.
Yeah, a little bit. I've had caribou before at like this weird exotic place that's like wild game exotics. And caribou was my favorite. I mean, for those out there wondering what a caribou is, it's kind of like a reindeer. Now, people are really going to be mad at me. So, no, I'm not eating Rudolph. It's not Rudolph. It might be Donner and Blitzen's like cousin or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
Distant cousins.
Distant cousins. Lila, any final questions for this young lady?
I don't have anything.
Mariah, what else you want to tell us about? You got anything else just like bearing to come out?
Not really.
No? All right. Well, we got one last question for you. And it's the question we ask everyone on the show. Lila will agree. In a lot of cases, it's usually the hardest question that we ask on the show. Lila, you can do the honors.
Okay,
hold on, let's see if she's nervous yet. Hold on. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Did you just get nervous because I said it was a hard question?
A little, yeah.
All right, good. I wanted to get you nervous.
Okay, let's picture it. Bottom of the sixth. You're down by 3. There's 3 runners on, bases loaded, 2 outs. You got 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. You're walking up to the plate. And
hold on, how's she gonna walk up to the plate with a full count?
I just figured that out. Stop making fun of me. Okay, you're walking up to the plate. What's your walk-up song?
Okay, I've always had a really hard time picking my walk-up songs. Like, I've tried picking them out. It does not work. But my walk-up song right now, and I think we have it locked in for the long run. It's Trace Delinquents by Delinquent Habits. Just the first 9 seconds.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
That what kind of music is that?
Like rap?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Yep. All right, that's a new one to the show. We hear all kind of stuff. So, all right, Mariah. I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Continue doing the amazing things that you're doing, and constantly putting yourself out there and trying new things. And listen, you said this earlier, you're in a male-dominated sport. It's not always going to be easy, and it may have not always been easy so far, but like, stay driven, stay focused, and I can promise you, if you want to be on that Olympic team, the only thing that would stop you is yourself and not wanting to commit to doing the work. And I don't think that's ever going to be an issue, Mariah. So, I'm ready to see you. I'm ready to see you suit up for the USA team.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, Mariah. Again, thank you very much. Tell everyone how they can go find find you on social media and follow your journey?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Mariah_SK8.
Awesome. Is 8 your jersey number?
No, it just stands for like skater.
Oh, I've seen that before too. Yeah, I got that. All right, well, cool. Well, make sure you go find Mariah on Instagram. Go look at her content. This girl's got an amazing personality. She's going to do huge things, like she even said earlier in this interview that she was going to do. So go follow her. Also, go follow the Slide Podcast. If this is your first episode listening to, we've got about 150 more out there. So go subscribe to Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartMedia, all those things, and YouTube. So if you're watching it here, go all those other audio places and subscribe as well. So, but I think that closes us out for the night, Lila. Take us home.
Until next time,
we'll catch you on the slide.
Thanks for joining the action and sharing our love for the game. Now go practice your swing, or at least look like a pro in the mirror. Subscribe and follow the Slide Podcast and the Field Team on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, a thumbs up, and recommend us to every person you meet. Got a question? Drop it in your review. We might just answer it on the podcast. Keep grinding, dreaming big, and remember, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Till next time, we'll catch you on the slide.